one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They lost.
This close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
The extra defensive back in the game here on 3rd and goal. Now Romo on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he's able to bat it away.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And they add on and get a little bit of a cushion. It's 20-16 now. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a...
Here we go with Lacey. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 9 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Fresh set of downs here.
Well, say what you will about Eddie Lacy, but when he gets ahead of steam going, he can be a load to bring down. So they turn to him on 4th down, and he's able to do what he does best, and that's fight for tough yards.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. It looked like he might have had a window there, but the rhythm was just a little bit off.
Certainly was, because everything that has to come together to get a pass completed, yeah, you're right. The sync just wasn't there.
Come on, let's go!
Throwing, Hundley. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. 2nd down now after the incompletion.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right, your mind to beat guys to the football. And getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility. Now Hundley. Complete to Janis. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And the next snap comes magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible. Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Lacey. And nothing doing. He's immediately. Taken down at the line of scrimmage.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Now Mason Crosby for the Packers field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Crosby puts it through, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So you knew one way or another that you needed 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll need to get the ball back.
So, Brandon, the question is, how do you accomplish that? You can onside kick it, but remember, since you've got all 3 timeouts, you can still kick it deep and try to play defense.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Let's watch a little bit of Tony Romo film here in our Players Spotlight. And, Charles, he's already north of 300 yards in this game.
And while watching him work, I just keep coming back to what a magic number that is. We've almost made it routine, haven't we? 300 yards, wow, what a great day. We don't understand what goes into that. And today, he's taking advantage of every opportunity, and he's being very precise throwing the football.
Some highlights to show for his efforts. They'll come out in the pistol. Romo going to throw it. Going right side, he has Winton. Evades the tackler, and now some space. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than 1 tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Wonder what's in the offensive playbook on 3rd and 13. We're about to find out. They come out here in the I. Romo now to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Packers bring pressure, and they block it. This is a live ball taken inside the 15. Well, they need a touchdown here in the 4th in a 1-score game, and that block punt, that really helped.
And it doesn't matter whether it was schemed that way or someone made a great individual effort or there was a breakdown. They got exactly what they needed. And right now, at this field position, they've got to be in attack mode on offense.
And the Cowboys defense, they march back out onto the field. And they're just trying to keep them out of the end zone. Obviously, a field goal does no good in this situation. So what's the appropriate amount of pressure defensively, Charles?
Mikey's had a little more pressure than what is normal. If you normally want to send a 3-man rush, maybe you make it 4. If it's 4, maybe you make it 5. Anything to make sure that he can't just sit back there all day and find a target. And then you tell your secondary, play your normal coverage and maybe an extra step or 2 back.
Yeah, be careful that nothing goes over the top. Second down incompletion. Now brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Eddie Lacy, the one he was trying to get it to. And that's going to make it 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looking for someone to throw to. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal catching. Offense.
And again here, we'll see the Wildcat.
Here we go. Red 38.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And some room to maneuver. A pickup there of 37. And that leads to a Dallas first down.
You got to feel a little bit for the defense there. They've done a terrific job all day long holding this guy in check. But that might have been the run to break things out for him, maybe turn things around. Now he's going to have some confidence, and maybe he'll get to his normal yardage.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They come out here in the eye. They'll run with Elliott, and he is going to look. Now the Packers going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go. 180.
In motion here is Witten. On 2nd down, Elliott. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. And they'll be in search of 11 yards here on 3rd down.
Get ready.
Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Romo completes it to Jason Witten. The 13 yards that time of the first. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
Little motion now from the tight end. Here's Elliott. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That play never got off the ground because of the defensive front. They owned the offensive line, which allowed the linebackers to see their openings and run straight to the ball. That's why that play just never had a chance.
Let's go, let's go.
Down to a knee is Romo, and that should be all she wrote. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. All right, that winning streak kept alive, Charles. A lot of positive momentum. I think if you're this coach right now, you're all smiles in every press conference.
You know it's going to be difficult for the coach and his staff? How do they correct things? How do they tell the guys they're not playing well? Because each and every week now, we're seeing them play at the highest level. This team is playing the best football in the league.
So for the Cowboys, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Lambeau.